Blessed love and greetings, everybody. You know it's all about the couch where we come and we sit and we get comfortable. Now, today on this episode, as I say always, it's gonna be no different from all of the other episodes. But today we have somebody who's outspoken, somebody who has a waistline like rubber. We have a vlogger, and we have someone who's also now an entrepreneur. Now, you may think that I'm talking about more than one person, but it's just one person. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, today, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're looking at the couch, we are going to be speaking today with Andy. We are sitting with none other than someone who really needs no introduction, the man himself from Think to Talk, Andy. Andy, how you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here today.
All right. Now, we're going to get straight into everything, and we want to start from the beginning of everything, all right? So tell me, Andy, what was life like for you growing up?
Oh, many people don't know. A lot of people think that I'm actually not from here. But
Yeah.
I was born, believe it or not, but I was born and raised in the British Virgin Islands. All my years, I went through the educational system here. Growing up for me was quite interesting because my parents, just like I'm sure your parents are from St. Kitts.
Well, my mother,
Your mother
actually is
from
from
St.
St.
Kitts?
Kitts, yeah.
Okay, so both my parents are from St. Kitts, so I had that Kittitian background. I have that Kittitian background, plus being here from the BVI. I think my upbringing was good. My mother did the best that she could have done to raise me and my brothers and sisters, so I love my mother dearly for that. Yeah. She mightn't have much back then.
Yes.
But she worked hard to do what she had to do to feed her kids. Yeah, so I appreciate my mother for that.
All right. So a little bit about your upbringing, but who really is Andy? Who is Andy? That's what we want to know.
Yeah. This is a very interesting question. I think that over the years, I have been trying to figure out who I am as an individual, to be totally honest. I don't think that I have fully put the hammer on the nail to say who I am as yet, but long story short, life have taught me a lot. I think living here and then moving to Toronto, I lived in Toronto for 6 years, and it showed me a broader aspect of life, and because living here was very close-minded to a lot of stuff until I moved there, and living there, it taught me a lot, and I've found myself living there because I could have been myself and be free to do what I wanted to do. But for me, I think that I am a fun, outgoing person. I'm very laid back.
Yeah.
People think that I love to party, but no, I could stay home all weekend and watch TV all day. I'm very laid back, easy to talk to. I don't know why people would be scared to talk to me, but I'm very approachable. I'm friendly, I'm very helpful, I'm very giving. A lot of people don't know that part because I don't speak about the giving part of me, but yeah.
Now, I found it interesting that you say that you're laid back and stuff like that, because one thing that I can say that I have realized about you is that you're always on social media, always posting something, like you're doing this, you're doing that. So with you saying you're laid back and you're not into certain things, but you're still on social media doing that, explain that.
Okay, and that's the thing, like, people have to understand social media. You could paint a picture, any old picture on social media, and not because you see me traveling a lot, because I love to travel. That's like my favorite hobby, to travel the world, but not because you see me posting this lavish life of living my best life, as people would say. I'd always tell people, when they say I'm living my best life, I'd be like, no, I am just living. I'm living in the moment. I'm living for the moment. I'm just enjoying life. So it's not necessarily you seeing me partying all the time. That's like a one-off occasion.
Okay.
But based on how I post stuff on social media, it makes it seem like I'm living this whole fun life that I just party all the time.
But yeah, because honest, before we left for commercial break, we were actually talking about Looks by Andy. Now, Andy, when I first saw the whole Looks by Andy thing pop up on social media, I was like, okay, what exactly is Looks by Andy? Is it Andy going to be going around to different people and just giving them different looks, like looking at them like... Like, is it that where he's just making faces? But what exactly is it? You did kind of start to give us some more information, but please explain to us what is this whole Looks by Andy thing, and how are you now broke in a sense?
Not literally, but
Okay.
but okay. So Looks for Andy is basically affordable looks with expensive taste. I put that as my slogan because I want to be able to sell products where it's not expensive, but it looks expensive, and how we put it together will give you that expensive look. And if you come to me and you say, okay, you want this top, this bottom, this shoes or whatever, I will put it together to you and be like, okay, this is the best fit for this occasion. So basically that's like the whole thing. Like, I want to be able to give you a full package.
Okay.
From hair straight to your shoes. In regards to women and men, dress you from your shirt, pants, and shoes.
Oh.
That is basically what I want to do.
So in a sense, it's more of you being a stylist.
Correct. You could, if you see something that I'm selling, you can purchase it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I will give you little tips on how you could put it together and make it work.
Yes, because I mean, people. I think people in the VI especially respect you when it comes to anything relating to fashion, because you are quite a fashionable gentleman yourself, and I think it's an interesting venture for you. But
Yes.
why do you think that at this point in your life that this Looks by Andy thing would be the right fit for you?
To be totally honest, I don't think there's a right time for anything, because, as I said, many years ago I wanted to do it and I didn't do it because people discouraged me. It was the same thing, like, you don't have the money to do it, how are you going to do it? You don't have a place to put it, where you going to put it? But I just say, okay, I spoke to my mother and said, Mommy, I need to try this. And my mother was like, you know what, do it. At least try.
Yeah.
You would never know how successful you can be unless you try. Yeah, you're going to hit some hurdles and you're going to fall over. But at the end of the day, that should not stop you or deter you from trying to do your best. So that's just me. I want to try. I want to be that businessman to be able to give back to my community. I'll be able to hire people if I have a location and sponsor shows or whatever I need to do. So that is my mindset, to be that businessman.
Okay. Now, if there was one person that you could style, like your dream person to style, who would that person
That
be?
would be Beyonce. That's no question. I've been to 4 concerts. Literally, that would be Beyonce. That's
You didn't even think about that.
no, I didn't have to think about it. Yeah.
No, I know we touched on the whole Looks by Andy, but how can someone get in contact with you if they wanted to try it out, the business?
Sure. So Looks by Andy, I have it on Facebook and Instagram, and you can also email looksbyandy@gmail.com. I will have all the products on Instagram and Facebook. If you see something you like, just inbox me, message me, and I will deliver it for you. So even if you just want to see a product, I will bring it to you. You can see how it is, see how it feels. If you like it, you purchase on the spot. If you need something else, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
That's basically how, for now, I'm giving it as a delivery service.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. Now, another thing that I really want us to talk about. Tell us something about Andy that people may not really know.
To be totally honest, I like to be home in my house. I can watch TV all day long. People think now I don't do it, but I do it. But I spoke about this once before, but I battle with depression. I battle with it bad and serious. And okay. It's something, a topic I spoke about in Think It's on the Radio, but it's something I don't like to bring up. Because when you tell a person that you're suffering from depression, because they're looking at you physically, they'll be like, Andy, nothing wrong with you. But I go sit down. They don't take it serious. But internally, I battle my demons, and I cry. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. Sometimes, I just don't want to be here. I had a point in my life where I wanted to commit suicide because of it. And dead serious, I will not even lie. I remember I was living in Canada. My roommate could tell you this. I went to this cliff across from where we used to live. You could have walked to it on the road. And I sat there in the rain, and I was contemplating if to jump off. And then I called him. I was like, me and the person I was with at the time, we was not getting along, and I was very depressed. I wasn't eating. I was just a hot mess. Actually, when I come back to Tatola, I was like, must say 110 pounds or 15 pounds. I was so depressed. And he was like, my roommate was like, at the time, he was like, you did want to go kill yourself, and your partner is out having fun because I just saw them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I do this, they don't care, so why am I doing it? And I cried my way right back home in the apartment.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I might look happy every day, but I'm not happy every day. But I just don't want nobody to question me, so I just don't show it at all. But I always said, I had counseling before, and I would like to encourage people, like, if you battling your demons and you feel like giving up on life, don't do it. Find somebody that you can confide in and you can speak to. And I think my friends actually helped me a lot in regards to that because I could tell them almost anything.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with my mother too, because me and my mother never used to get along at one point. And it was very hard on me, but now, like, I could tell my mother anything, literally, and she would listen to me. So I just like to encourage anybody, just don't give up. Find somebody you can confide in, get a counselor, go and get counseling, but just don't give up on life. Yeah, long and short.
Wow. That
Yeah.
You said something people don't know, but I never expected you to come up with something that personal. But I mean, these are things that people really need to talk about because I feel like in society, a lot of people also go through depression, but some people don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, a lot of persons don't know how to deal with it, and it's a disease, and it's a sickness because a lot of persons. I mean, when I read stories about persons who have committed suicide and stuff, there are signs where they give their family or their friends that they really want to give up. But the response they get is like, you cool, what are you worrying about? You know, people don't take it serious, but I think if somebody come to you and say, listen to me, I'm so depressed, or I want to give up on life, you need to listen to that person. Have a discussion with them. Because maybe you will be the person to save that person, and you never know.
Facts.
Yeah. So that's just how I look at it.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna go to a quick commercial break, and after the commercial break, we'll come back. We'll wrap up. This is the coach. We're here sitting with the man himself, Think to Talk, Andy. Looks by Andy. Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right. You're somebody I've known for quite some time, like years. Known you for quite some years, and Andy, you're only getting older.
Yes. Oh God, don't remind me.
So, you ain't think it's time for you to settle down and start a family?
This is a question my mother asks me all the time. Yes, I always used to say I want a family by the time I reach a certain age. I wouldn't say which age it was, but yeah, I do. I want to have a family. I think I still capable of having a family, but for me, I want to be able to be financially stable before I even start a family. I want to be able to give my child and my family what I never had when I was a child. So I don't want to just say I having a family just for having a family's sake. I think a lot of people want you to live by societal norm and getting married and having children, but even if I don't have my child naturally, there's so many foster kids in the world that need a home. And I feel like if I reached that point in my life where, okay, cool, I didn't have a child naturally, but I'm financially stable and I'm able to help somebody, I would adopt a child and give that child a life and a home that they always dreamed of. Okay. So I would never say, okay, cool, I'm not going to start a family. When God has that plan for me to start my family, I would start my family. That's how I look at it.
All right. In closing, what would you say to people who try to tear you down because of how they perceive you to be?
To me, you have one life to live. Live the best life. Be your most authentic self. Don't let nobody deter you from being who you are. At the end of the day, you have your life living. I have my life living. People before you live their life. So why should you now change because somebody don't like you for who you are? I always tell people, just be yourself. Be your most authentic self. Live life. You have one life to live. Everybody got dead one day. So live yours and let them live theirs.
Yes. So people, we're going to close off with that message. Live your life and let people live theirs. This has been The Couch. My name is Ricky with an I, and I'm going to see you guys next week.